was a series of move the dial moments and a whole bunch of very committed, passionate, generous people that made tonight happen. I was very fortunate to be invited on John Tory's Tech and Innovation mission to Israel in November. That opportunity changed everything for me in so many ways. It energized me. It inspired me. It resulted in life-altering relationships, especially meeting the iAngels, who you will hear from tonight, amazing women who have come here all the way from Tel Aviv. That one first connection. And because of that one connection, we were able to create the 600 plus connections that are happening tonight in this room. And the exponential connections that will result of you guys all meeting each other. And this movement starting in Toronto Waterloo, then across Canada, and then across the globe. This is Move the Dial. Move the Dial is taking action, big and small, to empower, to connect, and to support and advance women in tech. Today is a game-changing event, a milestone for women leaders in technology in Canada. This is the largest collection of women in tech in Canadian history. With 650 people registered, 200 people on the wait list, 112 founders, 225 executive tech leaders, and 40 identified investors, 80% of you are women. And all of this is not to say that great things aren't already happening to progress, support, and empower women in tech and female founders. There are so many incredible initiatives underway. Just a few examples. Communitech has developed an outstanding mentoring program for women. Ben Baldwin, who made the Founder City project free for female founders, is now also making his employee recruiting tool free for female employees to build more female leaders to fuel our ecosystem. Joanne Fedeko, a Canadian who lives, works, and champions Canada and the Valley, is bringing the board list an incredible initiative here to Canada. She's going to be spearheading that in a couple of weeks. An amazing new program, Go Sponsor Her, which is a social media challenge that all of you can participate in. It will be announced next week. That's being run by a couple of amazing women, Laura, Megan, supported by Catalyst, Deloitte, McKinsey. And SheEO and Women Get On Board, the Jodi Project, the ICD, Women in Capital Markets, and WXN's programs. Of course, the incredible programs out of the BDC, Mars, and the City of Toronto, lots of which you will hear about tonight. But while all of these initiatives are incredible, we are stronger together. We are here tonight because there is an opportunity to join all of our initiatives to amplify our message and impact, and exponentially as we move the dial together. Why? Because Toronto's single best strategy at driving tech global competitiveness is harnessing 100% of the talent pool of entrepreneurship, intelligence, and skills. Make this the Canadian competitive advantage. Tonight, we will hear and you can meet some of the strongest, most driven leaders in tech who also happen to be women. Thank you also to all of our sponsors and our co-hosts, and all of you that individually went so out of your way as friends, as advocates, to help us put tonight together. You know who you are. Mars, thank you for hosting tonight. And a special thank you to Daniil and my team at AceTech. We really would not have been here without you. So this is what is next for Move the Dial, some specific tactics that we are going to use together as one to change the game for you, women in tech, and for all of you that aren't women in tech who need women in tech. So first, we are starting in Toronto, and we will grow this movement nationally and globally. Our next event will be a Move the Dial hackathon, which will happen in the spring. Stay tuned for details, working with some amazing people to put this on. The idea for it actually came from a discussion before I even started at AceTech with my amazing friend Candice Factor and Riva Seth. We are going to engage you, the ecosystem, in developing the solutions and solving for practical change together. We will have Move the Dial thought leadership, measuring the baseline. We are missing really great data around actually how many women there are in leadership roles, on board seats, investing, championing. And then we're going to share best practice and the results of that hackathon with you. What are we tactically going to do? What do we commit to do together as an ecosystem to move the dial forward? There are many other tactics. Exciting things like media training, providing the list of the media-trained female founders who will make themselves available to show up for you, to be there, to comment, to share their ideas and add their voices to the conversation. We're going to have pitch meetups with some of the women that were here who will help you get ready, champion you. You don't have to be afraid to go the first round feeling in the comfort of friends. For more information on all of the tactics, check out our website, movethedial.ca. Very preliminary, go team of just a few people. But just give us your email address and then you'll be made aware of coming soon events. One of the first things that you'll also hear about next week is the Go Sponsor Her Challenge that we alluded to earlier, where we actually are going to commit to not just mentoring, but sponsoring women in tech as part of the larger campaign. And in fact, I commit, and I commit right now. I have a young developer at Nudge, which is a company in the ecosystem I admire very much. Thrilled you're here supporting us. And Anna, who works with them, is an incredibly talented young woman, and she needs a sponsor. So she came, actually, to our C-suite discussion last week to think strategically about how Nudge is going to work with AceTech. And I said she needs to be in the meeting, and Paul and Steve, the founders, were very supportive and fully engaged her as a thought partner in the discussion. This is what young women need, so they learn how to have strategic conversations. That is moving the dial. And in fact, I even shared with her the speech I gave to my team this morning so she could learn how to be a leader in 10 years. And she was grateful, and I was joyful. It gave me more than it gave her to actually have that shared moment. So we're going to model and encourage you all to take small actions. Those of you who tweeted, who went out on a limb and gave us money to pay for this event before there was an event, that is a small action that makes a huge difference. Look what you did. This was a collective effort. And now, here is my first Move the Dial moment as part of the new movement. I am thrilled to introduce Carly Weinreb, everyone. You already met Lily, and so Lily and Carly are here with us. Carly is a 9-year-old math whiz. She loves numbers, began counting stairs at 18 months, and multiplying at 4. She actually also began lecturing at U of T and Western at 6, in case anyone was wondering. She's very ahead of her time and fully committed. She actually also has had over 500,000 views on her YouTube channel and all her social media. Carly, yes, she deserves a round of applause. So it's not about Carly's talents. I mean, Carly's talents are amazing, but to me, it's really about more than the talent itself. It's about the opportunities that she can create, the opportunities Lily can create as she builds Wolf Style, and the opportunities that are created for them. I hope you get a chance, young women, to talk to some people tonight. And friends, these are your future CEOs. So what I would ask you to talk to them and start moving the dial for those of us in the room and generations to come. There are over 100 founders here tonight, female founders. Can you wave, all of you? Woo! I'm going to make a special ask that all the female founders in the room come up after I'm finished in about 30 seconds for a photo together. I'm going to challenge you all to then tweet that out to Move the Dial and make Toronto's first kickoff night go global, that we had 100 founders in the room together that are women. These founders need equal access to capital and a strong network of peers and sponsors. We will be getting together a group of leaders that care deeply about this movement and bringing it to life. If you'd like to be part of that at a more strategic level, contact me. It's very easy to find me. Jodi Kovitz at acetechontario.com. As I told you, to get more information, movethedial.ca. We will know that we are succeeding if in 3 years, when someone asks you to visualize a tech leader, what you see is both men and women. Thank you so much for coming.